Portugal, Portugal, let's call it Portugal. Imagine this. Someone in Brussels, perhaps after a few too many Trappist beers, points at a map and says, let's just merge Belgium and Portugal. Down in Lisbon, someone shrugs, sure, why not? And so, the most gloriously bonkers country in Europe is born. Portugal. Let me tell you what you can expect from Portugal. But before we get into it, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and tell us what you want next in the comments. Remember, we are reading all your comments. It's a nation that stretches from the drizzly North Sea to the sun-soaked Algarve, where the national mood swings from spreadsheet precision to hammock siestas. The flag? Maybe a confused man holding a Tintin comic and a glass of port. This isn't just a merger, it's a personality transplant for two entire countries. Belgium, with its 3 languages and love of order, stapled to Portugal, where things get done. Eventually. Imagine pairing your most punctual friend with your most laid-back one. The rest of Europe would watch, bewildered, as Portugal tries to write a national anthem, half fado ballad, half muscles and chips jingle. How do you connect them? Maybe a tunnel under France and Spain, or just a spiritual declaration. We are one. You wake up in Bruges, but by lunch you've adopted the Lisbon attitude, coffee and contemplation. It's a country that makes no sense on paper, and that's exactly why it's fabulous. The Great Cultural Muddle. Chill meets clockwork. In Portugal, culture clash is a daily comedy. In the north, people are up at dawn, agendas color-coded. In the south, Monday is a gentle suggestion, espresso, football chat, and maybe lunch. Rush hour? Not really a thing. Imagine a Belgian music festival with a mandatory siesta break, or a Portuguese barbecue with a PowerPoint on marinade absorption. Every event is a tug-of-war between spontaneity and scheduling. Shall we meet at 7 sharp? Or just evening-ish and see what happens? Northerners show up early. Southerners are still at the beach. Over time, they invent the precisely timed spontaneous adventure. Portuguese feel saudade for the past, but file it in a labeled binder. They write heartbreaking poems, double-spaced, correct font. Passionate chaos meets rigid organization. It's a nation of beautifully conflicted souls, dancing on the beach, if it's pre-approved by the council. A feast for the brave. Waffles, sardines, and chocolate beer. Food unites Portugal, but the combinations are wild. Moules comme pastéis de nata, mussels in custard sauce, waffles de bacalhau, waffles topped with salted cod. Bakeries sell croissants next to pão com chorizo. Chocolate shops offer pralines with piri-piri, or sardine paste. The beer scene? Legendary. Imagine a Belgian double with port wine notes. The Diplomat. Cafes serve espresso with a Trappist ale chaser at 10 a.m. Street food is a sensory overload. Grilling sardines, caramelizing waffles, frites with piri-piri. Food festivals feature cod cook-offs and Belgian cheese tastings. The grand finale, a chocolate mousse with green wine. Comfort food is redefined. Caldo verde with Brussels sprouts, anyone. The supermarket is a wonder chocolate aisle next to tinned fish. Every meal is a fusion, sometimes delicious, always memorable. It's not just fusion cuisine, it's a full-on food fight. Everyone's invited to the delicious, messy aftermath. Politics and paperwork. A tale of two bureaucracies. Belgium's famously complex government meets Portugal's passionate, relaxed politics. The result? Beautifully inefficient. The first joint parliament. Belgians arrive with binders and a 500-page agenda. Portuguese stroll in late, ready for debate, and a long lunch. Nothing gets done, but it's charmingly frustrating. The government is in a permanent state of, we'll get to it tomorrow, with a perfectly filed report explaining why. The legal system is a contradiction, hyper-specific Belgian laws next to vague Portuguese decrees. Tax returns start as a 200-page Belgian form, then switch to a single Portuguese page. How much do you think you should pay? Be honest. National holidays? About 87. The country is closed from May to September. The one thing everyone agrees on: more holidays. The official motto: postponed due to unforeseen public holiday. It's political gridlock, but with great weather and snacks. Nobody's too stressed to care. When it comes to sport, Portuguese is all about football. Before the merger, fierce rivals. Now, a powerhouse team. Kevin De Bruyne's flair meets Ronaldo's finishing, marshaled by Ruben Dias and Thibaut Courtois. On paper, unstoppable. In the stands, glorious chaos. Portuguese fans bring flags, scarves, and passionate singing. Belgians bring devil horns and analytical chants. One half of the stadium does a conga line, the other politely applauds a tactical foul. Pre-game rituals. Portuguese grill chorizo, and party. Belgians arrive with specialist beers and frites, discussing formations. They meet in the middle, sharing food and trying to understand each other's chants. Win? The South erupts in a 3-day street party. The North celebrates with a quiet beer. Lose? The South drowns in fado. The North writes a strongly worded letter to the coach. It's a football culture of beautiful, dramatic, mismatched passion. Every match is a festival and a therapy session. The only certainty, nobody ever agrees on the best player, but everyone agrees on the beer. Selling Portuguese as a tourist destination is a marketer's dream and nightmare. Come to Portuguese, it has everything. Medieval Bruges one day, surfing in Peniche the next. The tourist experience is delightfully inconsistent. In the north, pristine museums, strict hours, audio guides in 17 languages. In the south, ancient castles, friendly locals, opening hours as a suggestion. Travel guides. Day 1, Brussels and beer tasting. Day 2, the Saudade Express South. Train may stop for a 2-hour lunch. Day 3, Lisbon. Forget your itinerary. Order coffee, see what happens. Tourists are either enchanted or bewildered. Geography is a marvel. North Sea beaches, Ardennes forests, Alentejo hills, Algarve cliffs, national parks. Belgian efficiency marks the trails. Portuguese laissez-faire lets nature run wild. You might find a perfect picnic bench next to a sign, "Beware of things." It's a hiker's paradise, a beach lover's dream, a city explorer's heaven. Adventure is guaranteed. Living in Portuguese is a daily tug-of-war between two philosophies. Your alarm goes off at 7, Belgian style, but the Portuguese sun tempts you to start with coffee on the balcony. Work-life balance? Nobody agrees what it means. North 9 to 5, 1-hour lunch. South, long lunches, coffee breaks, no meetings after 4. A Portuguese workday, intense morning, 3-hour lunch, half-hearted hour, then beach. Social etiquette is a minefield. Arrive 20 minutes late, feeling guilty, with half-eaten chocolates. Even queuing is a hybrid, a vaguely line-shaped cluster, everyone politely frustrated. It's a daily dance of quiet chaos, the essence of being Portuguese. The language situation in Portuguese, utter muddle. Belgium juggles French, Flemish and German. Portugal brings melodic Portuguese. So, what do people speak? All of them, sometimes in the same sentence. A new Creole emerges. Portu Flem Walloon, a glorious mess of borrowed words. Bonjour, I'm feeling comme muita saudade, so let's grab some frites, no? Official documents need 4 translations and still make no sense. The news has 4 sets of subtitles, all scrolling at once. Local slang is a lifelong challenge. Greetings mix French and Portuguese. Curses mix Flemish and sighs. Portuguese become natural diplomats and masters of misunderstanding. Every conversation is a linguistic adventure. It's a nation held together by a shared, multilingual joke. The art scene in Portuguese is a spectacular collision of surrealism and soul. Magritte's bowler-hatted men float over the Douro. Sunflowers become giant sardines. Saudade realism is born, longing for things that never existed. Music, fado with a Brussels DJ beat. Electrofado, perfect for crying in the club. Tintin's new adventure, the secret of the salted cod. The Smurfs move to the Algarve for piri piri. Architecture blends, Manueline flourishes with Belgian modernism. Half Gothic, half glass box. Fashion is rainproof coats with breezy linen shirts. At the same time, it's a culture that embraces contradiction, deeply beautiful, slightly ridiculous. After all this chaos, what's the verdict on Portuguese? Utopian dream or dysfunctional nightmare? Both. And that's the magic. It's a country that teaches you to plan, then toss the plan for sunshine and sea. Frustrating and charming, often at once. The spirit of Portuguese is in its acceptance of absurdity. A nation built on a shrug and a spreadsheet. Super strong beer, sipped slowly. Soulful music at a meticulously organized festival. Would you live there? Maybe, if you have patience and a sense of humor. In return, you get the best of both worlds: rich history, sun-kissed joy, food that makes no sense but tastes amazing. Portuguese is a celebration of Europe's quirks and diversity, a reminder that unlikely pairings make wonderful results. Book a ticket, it's a glorious, unforgettable mess, and you'll come back with stories. Hey, enjoyed the mashup? Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and ring the bell for more wild, creative videos like this one. See you in the next adventure.